overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So somebody got their guards up, possibly blocking somebody, protecting your energy. Right behind that, you have the Six of Pentacles, some sort of codependent situation. And the Six of Swords. Moving on, moving toward calmer waters, moving, a physical move. Six of Pentacles, that's an unequal give and take. And right behind that Six of Swords is the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So, child, I don't know. It looked like somebody codependent. I feel like it's more than one person. I feel like it's people that depend, child. They were depending on you, and you didn't mind assisting these people, is what I'm gathering. However, they felt I can't talk. I want to say they felt entitled, but now it looked like you moving on, moving away, and you're leaving them out in the cold, and they feel defeated. But I feel like it got a lot to do with like fortune, like stability, money. I think people were always, I just heard pocket watching. And, I just heard expecting so much of you. Time, effort, energy, money, resources. And I feel like whatever it is you're moving toward, it's protected, number one. I feel like you ain't telling people what you got going on. You're moving in silence, and so you're protecting. I just heard your peace. You protecting your peace. And you're protecting, because if these people, these people can't go where you going. And it looked like you're protecting your abundance. You're protecting your stability. You're not letting people know something big, and some don't want me to talk, but something big is about to happen for you. And it's going to cause you to have to leave people behind. Like, everybody can't go. And I feel like you've been through a lot. Like, you learned a lot of lessons. You've done a lot of growing spiritually. You've been on this journey for a while. I feel like you've been patient. You've been listening to your intuition. You've been following the guides. You've been listening to the Most High God's direction and guidance. You've been paying attention to the red flags, also the green flags, also the yellow flags. You've been moving in accordance to what the Most High God is showing you as far as synchronicities and things. And so you're moving in the right direction. And you had to leave. I feel like you left a lot of folk behind anyway. Previously, I feel like last year you kind of purged out energies, just in general, with whatever was going on with yourself, other people, places, employers, different things like that. And now it's as if you were on the brink of something, and now it looks like something is fitting to change and take off for you. And you had to go through all of what you needed to go through with these people and everything, so that you could learn the lessons that you needed to learn to ascend and to, continuing on your awakening journey, right? And the biggest reason why you had to, it's like you saw the truth about people's masks fell off, and you had to build up the strength to be able to walk away. You had to leave. You had to leave people behind, and you're gonna be leaving. I just heard the last few batch, child. You ready to leave? You ready to leave the last few batch of people right where they stand. And as you're moving, you're guarding your energy, and you're not allowing people to use you or get you caught up into things, manipulate you, gaslight you, throw you off, sabotage you. So you're guarding everything. You're guarding everything. And people are not gonna like it. Yeah. Tower. And the strength. See. Alright. Let's see. 10 of Wands. A burden. 10 of Cups. Peace. Which gives way to happiness, joy, bliss, wish fulfillment. 8 of Cups. After walking away emotionally. So you're walking away emotionally from a burden to go toward your peace and happiness. Page of Cups. People are going to want to come in with sob stories, but they had a choice the whole time with the 2 of Wands. They didn't treat you so fairly. They didn't include you. They didn't love you. They weren't reciprocal. They weren't giving what they was getting from you. Nor were they willing to or trying to. The High Priestess, I feel like you knew your time was coming. You went in, yeah. Once you went in and you started to do your soul searching, you had your spiritual awakening. You started to, like I said, see clearly. Yeah, resting, healing, and chilling with the 4 of Swords, meditating. Man, I feel like you probably been in hermit for like a few years. Like, just you were going through things in your life, of course, but I feel like you've just been resting and healing from all of what has transpired, and so you could kind of like have a moment to decide what is it that you want truly now. And I think you decided, like, you can't see yourself 2 of Swords continuing to deal with the same people you've been dealing with, frequent the same places you've been frequenting, go to the same job you've been going to, whatever have you. You don't see how these people that's been in your life for all of this time, it could be family members. You don't even see them, how they can fit in your future, because you're not the same person. You're not the same person. You have grown. You have changed. And I don't even, you've changed for the better. I feel like this is the person that you truly are. The person that you were at birth. But once you enter this world, first things first, they get with the brainwashing and conditioning. If you ever find yourself to be able to break out of that after going through an ascension, a spiritual awakening, then you end up being the person that you always was meant to be. So Your family thought they do you. Your mama thought she do you. Your daddy thought he do you. Your brother thought he do you. Your sister thought she do you. Whole time, God, the Most High God, knew exactly who you were. And you were hidden in plain sight. God hid you in plain sight. So now everybody gonna be looking all crazy, feeling defeated, try to say you acted brand new, but it's like, you being the true you. You've learned how to be the true you in this lifetime. Hell, you might have figured it out in every lifetime. You might be an ascended master. You might got some spiritual abilities and other gifts and talents that show up in the physical. Whatever it is, child, you don't see how these people can fit in with you. A lot of them didn't believe in you. A lot of them was jealous of you. A lot of them saw your potential but was thinking that you didn't see your potential. And for a period of time, you didn't. So, they won't gonna tell you. They were hoping that you would continue to be little woo-woo in the back room. Little woo-woo, stop jumping on that bed before I come whoop your ass. They thought that you was gonna be that forever. Didn't I tell you get them damn Legos out the floor? They thought they could boss your ass around forever. No. But anyway, justice. Yeah, they getting their justice. They didn't treat you so fairly. They did not. Even from a child. I was just joking, but even as a child, they didn't treat you so fairly. Knight of Pentacles. Things was moving slowly for you. Things was even on hold. The Hangman. Could have been due to these, you had a lot of monitoring spirits and people wishing bad on you. And they were causing delays and distractions in your life. The Chariot. Now you finna hop on the chariot and get the fuck. You ready to hop on the chariot and get the fuck on the star. Why? That came up in my last reading because you are the star. You always were. You didn't even see it. You didn't even know it. You didn't have a clue, child. Nine of Wands. But, someone's holding on past the expiration date, or they were. Could have been you. It caused conflict. Five of Wands. I think you realizing that too. Keep holding on to these people that you should have been let go of. And like I said, it could be family. So that's not so easy sometimes, especially if it's your parents. That could be pretty drastic. That could be a pretty harsh thing to deal with. But you're realizing that keep holding on to these people isn't causing nothing but conflict in your life. I don't care if it was your, baby daddy, baby mama, your wife, your husband, your brother, your sister. I don't care who it is. Whoever is resonating with this, who the fuck been holding you back. Who don't truly support you. Who, always come around asking for money and always promising that they gonna pay you back, and then they disappear. But you love them and you just want them to be okay. You don't want them to, go to bed hungry and shit like that. Child, it's time for them grown ass people to figure out they shit. Cause you did. Hell, you've been doing a lot. You've been working your ass off on yourself, on your self-worth, on your mental, your physical health, your emotional. You've been working. You've been putting the work in. You got the lovers. You got people that, always kept you as an option. Never chose you. They never chose you. They gonna want your ass now. The Moon, hidden. They was always hiding whole double lives and wives and husbands and shit. Girlfriends, baby mamas. Page of Wands. But you know what? They'll never forget your energy. Your energy sparks something in these people. And Eight of Swords, they're going to be left to wonder. Watching you blow up as the star, gonna have them in their head stressed out. And it look like they stuck tied and bound into situations that they probably could have avoided had they, been more fair to you. They ain't had to be your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. If they was family, they was family. They ain't had to be your friend. But these people just outright disrespectful. Just outright disrespectful, entitled. Get mad when you say no after you done said yes 1,000 times, and then this time, bitch, I just really can't do it. Now you the worst person, right? People gonna think you wrong for fucking finally just taking time out to just look out for yourself. And if you have children, look out for yourself and your children. It's like taking a whole year off and investing totally into yourself and never giving to anyone, I don't care what they got going on, for a whole entire year. And this, again, includes your time, your effort, your energy. None of that. Don't waste none of that. That's what it looked like you've already done. A lot of y'all have already done this. Or you've started the process, or you've been thinking about that. Well, hopefully this is confirmation. Yeah, you got people, Four of Cups, they ignored your cup of love. They ignored you. They didn't include you. They didn't care about your thoughts and feelings. They had you up at night worried, trying to figure out what did you do wrong and what is wrong with you. Nine of Swords. Because they left you alone. They made you feel like an outcast. Had you up worried like, damn, am I a horrible person? Is it something that I be saying wrong or doing wrong? Even if it was. No one's perfect. And guess what? Communication. Did anybody come out here and tell you, you know what? I don't like it when you do this. It hurts my feelings when you do that. Did anybody ever come to you and say some shit like that? So it always left you feeling like, what the fuck? What am I did? Did I do something wrong? I wish someone would tell me. It was kind of like, all right, bitch, my feelings might get hurt, but just tell me the truth. Cat got your tongue. I'm sick of it. Why everybody treat me like I'm the worst person on the earth? I felt like people did that to you on purpose. They did not want you to know your worth. They did not want you to see yourself how they saw you, because they felt like you didn't see yourself in the way that they saw you. It's as if they saw your worth more so than you saw your own worth, and they realized it, and they were hoping and wishing and praying that you would never see your worth. So they did things, said things, conspired against you, all of this stuff to distract you and throw you off so that you would never see your worth. But something has changed. The Wheel of Fortune is pushing you forward fast. Like I said, it looked like you hopping on the Chariot and getting the fuck fast. And I feel like I don't even need to finish this reading. I mean, it's so good. I feel like I feel like in the opening credits, now I feel like in my opening introduction to this reading, I pretty much said the whole everything. But now it's just coming out in more detail. But yeah, you got a King of Pentacles here. He shows up a lot. I mean, but his energy is strong, is what I mean. When he shows up, I feel his energy strong. So that's definitely somebody. Like I said, it could be somebody you work with. I've been saying that in the last few readings. But you got Two of Pentacles juggling. They might be juggling finances, stability. You got the Judgment. Maybe they were judging you. Maybe they were trying to decide. I don't want to say weighing you like scales, like justice scales, like balance. But I mean, when you do juggle some shit, you do gotta have some sort of balance with it, right? So, and then you put one up higher than the other, and you juggle back and forth like, So it's kind of like, you know, that hand gesture when they be like, should I do this? Should I do that? So someone was like juggling the idea of you, and you know, the pros and the cons. I just heard, and they ended up making a judgment. Ace of Wands. They want a passionate new beginning with you, possibly. Whomever this is, if it's a masculine energy, which it is a masculine. If it's a man, it is a masculine energy. It's an earth energy showing up. Earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So it is a masculine energy. But if it is an actual man that's embodying this masculine energy that I'm picking up, he got a big wand, child. He got a big wand. Okay, if you're a female, you know. Oh, my lady. I'ma sing. I already started singing that shit. I'ma sing, ladies. He got a big wand. Anyway. He could have been a player in the past. And then all of the single ladies was trying to get up on that wand, child. But no, I don't know. I don't know. Look like they took some time to decide on you. So that right there tells me this is not, if they were a player, then yeah, they're out of that energy, or they're coming out of that energy. Because a player don't sit up here and weigh shit. They don't give a fuck. They really don't care, you know, unless they, you know, a person of value and they want you to be that chick that they actually be seen out in public with, of course. You know, other than that, they don't give a fuck what you look like or none of that. They just want to get what they can get off you. The sex, and if you on that, you know, energy where you ready to bend over backwards for a motherfucker, oh, they gonna love it. They gonna milk the shit out you, and then the next thing you know, they moving on to the next, and they probably already got a whole roster of other females, and they got a female for this, and a female for that, and a female for that, and yeah. So if this person had to say, well, I mean, maybe, I mean, she might be my type, or either way, I feel like you ain't give a fuck. You was minding your business. But you were always dealing with situations, like love situations, and the person never chose you. So I think this person might have triggered you because they was on some, wait a minute, I don't know, should I not? But you know, they might have went through something in the past too that caused them to you know, juggle the idea of you like that. Like I said, if this person was in a player ways, then, you know, they would have been made a move on you. If they're actually sitting back trying to consider the pros and cons, that's probably not a bad thing, you know. I mean, that means that person is they care about who they allow in their lives. You know, they want to test the spirit of folk before they start letting folk get their time, effort, and energy. You know, they wanted to see your fruits. You know, people buy the fruit they bear. That's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. So, anyway, they got a big wand though. 5 of Cups. And 8 of Pentacles. So something else. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I said, I think they triggered you and you just, you're like, whatever. Because you were already, on your healing journey, on your spiritual journey, You were looking at this person as if, you just came out of these cycles and you learned. You realize how people are. You just started to look at this person like, man, they just like every goddamn body else. They think I'm a joke. They want to hurt me. They want to manipulate me. Not like trying to play the victim. It's like, you over it. You might have felt like the victim for a while, for a period of time. But I feel like you're past that victim mentality. It's more so, it's like, I know what it is. I already know what to expect. But you always give a person a chance though. See, nowadays you give people chances, but you're slower to give people chances. And when you do give a person a chance, you're taking your time and you're paying attention. Like I said, you looking at the good green flags, the red flags, if any, yellow flags. But when it comes to the red flags, these days you're not sticking around. As soon as the red flags come up, you it's blatant. So you get to moving. And I think that's what happened in this situation. I think that they probably took too damn long trying to weigh the pros and cons with you. You got irritated with that because you started to think, okay, I'm giving this person a chance, and here we go again with the flippity flop, and I don't know, and I can't, choose you, and friend zone, and I'm not sure. It was like confusing energy. You had already dealt with that so many fucking times that when this person started tripping up, you was like, oh, not again. Shit, did I do something again? Did I say something? I mean, everything. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I feel like this person, they regretted that. It made them sad because you started to move forward and they couldn't get their mind off of you. So they just pretty much buried themselves into work. But they say, you know what, I made a judgment now. I want to come back. But at first, the death card is showing up. So it looked like you already made your mind up too. You made it. Yeah, you ended it. As soon as they got with that tricky energy and you weren't sure, the moment it got confusing, you dropped it. You dropped it. You ended it. It was it. It was done. Like, motherfucker, I'm not about to sit around for again with another motherfucker that can't decide if they like me or if they don't, or if they, bye. You can figure it out on your own. Shit, I'm out. If it's meant to be, man, I guess we'll find our way back to each other somehow. Other than that, I got a ton of shit to do, and I'd rather do that. So this person, it caused them to realize how much they do admire you and feel for you. I just heard feel for you. Like Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. I feel for you. I think I love you. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. So they said, okay, enough of the juggling of the idea and the pros and the cons. I regret not working harder on this. And now I feel like it has ended, but I don't want it to end. So I'm making a judgment to come in and do something about it, is what I'm gathering. I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, they want to come in. They've been coming in with nine. I think this is already happening. They're coming in with the Knight of Cups energy. So loving, kind, and caring messages, waving, smiling, whatever. I don't know. That's just other examples of how that communication can come across. Smiling, wave, hey, how you doing? You know, or just sending you messages like, I was thinking about you. I heard such and such song, and I know you love this group, and I heard that song earlier on my way to the gym, and I was thinking about, that could be loving and kind and caring messages too. But it could also show up in other ways as well, just subtle ways, like just a smile and a nod and an acknowledgement. Ace of Pentacles, yep. They want to come in with this ace. They want to offer you the Ace of Pentacles now. Yep, you're going to receive some sort of communication. Eight of Wands, if you haven't already. Things might move fast. King of Cups, yeah. They already in love with you. I don't even think y'all had a relationship or no shit like that. I don't even think y'all even got to, I think this is fresh. This, like I said, before anything could happen, you just was like, no. But it looked like wherever, I don't know. This person feels your energy strongly, and they feel a connection so strong. They're already in love with you. I'm going to just tell you that right now. Nine of Cups. But they know you ain't settling for no bullshit. You're not settling for less. Meanwhile, someone is settling for the devil. Some sort of toxic connection. Three of Swords. Heartbreak. King of Swords. Somebody mad. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, this is somebody else. They gonna be mad because, they always saw you as single, self-sufficient, abundant. You were single. I'm getting that you've been single for a while. Even this past person never committed to you. Or if they did, they fucked up and fumbled the ball. But they I think somewhere along the line they got some confidence up, thinking that they could spin the block, try to come back and get a redo, a do-over. And you was like, hell no. Or you will be. I think this is one of these people that's gonna be looking at you in the future like feeling defeated because they fucked up. They was one of them people that didn't treat you fairly. Man, them cars be sounding crazy. They be out here racing and shit. That's what took me so long to goddamn record. I don't know. Usually it'd be like up the way. Motherfucker was racing down my goddamn street. I said, hold on now, nigga. It's a quiet neighborhood. Take your ass on. Got me ready to call the authorities, and I don't even do that. I won't, but boy, was I irritated. I could hear that shit in the house, all through the house. I was like, what the fuck? Child. Anyway. Yeah, this person from your past, Yeah, they betrayed you, Ten of Swords. And they finna be mad and heartbroken because they chose to continue to settle and entertain some sort of toxic ass dynamic. Someone they had a trauma bond with. Someone that's just as karmic as them. Someone who needs to work on their motherfucking shadow side bad as fuck. And the person they with probably need to work on theirs even more. Like I said, these are people that are not healed. These are people who have not ascended, have not awakened. They are oblivious. I can't say it. Oblivious to the fact. They don't have a clue, child. They don't have a clue. They zombies. They just walking around, just don't. They totally out of it. They don't know what's going on. I don't know. Lord, Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles. They might be working with a Queen of Wands. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. They were collaborating with a Queen of Wands. And you got the Four of Pentacles. It just they settle for it. They settle for it, and they're gonna pay for it. Because I feel like this Queen of Wands energy is in the reverse energy. I feel it. Hell, she might be witchy poo too. And low vibrational, diabolical type ways. Lacking the actual skill of doing some shit right anyway when it comes to that. But it looks like they're experiencing some sort of lack wherever they are. Two of Cups, they are in a relationship or dynamic, but they still feel feelings for you. They still feel the connection with you two, but you ain't feeling it. Like, yeah, exactly. Seven of Pentacles. They thought you would always feel what they felt. They thought the feelings would always be mutual, but you moved the fuck on, and they did not expect that. Nor did you expect to put your time, effort, and energy into this person and situation for so long, and to just not, have gained anything from it. You got the Emperor here, and the goddamn Empress. I said that the other motherfucking day. Don't get me into the Emperor and the Empress, not today. Because I be trying to explain it, but I don't be so good at articulating myself a lot of times. I'm working on it, but I'm a writer. Like, my shit come out better on paper. And of course, I'm a songwriter, so it come out better in songs. But when I try to actually explain some shit, it don't be coming out right. Like, I go back and listen to myself like, damn, I should have said, and I meant to say, and child. The Emperor and the Empress together, when they come out together in the deck, which you just did, side by side, that's a divine pair. Or that is one person that has fucking mastered the masculine and feminine. Should I say mastered the elements and balanced the masculine and feminine energy within themselves. Because we all, have the masculine and feminine energy within us. And we all embody the characteristics of the Emperor and Empress. as we're working through our spiritual journeys. And as we work through our spiritual journeys and we start to master the elements, that's what's caused is the balance in the masculine and feminine energy within. So once you get to that point, you pretty much graduate and you become a divine masculine emperor. In the physical realm, that is a man. Or you become the divine feminine, the empress. In the physical form, that is a woman. That is a woman who has mastered the elements along with balancing the masculine and feminine energy within, as well as doing the shadow work. And the same thing for the emperor. The emperor has mastered the elements. He has balanced his feminine and masculine energy within and has done the shadow work. So balance the lower energy of himself and the higher energy of himself. And same thing with the empress. Balance the higher energy of herself and the lower energy of herself. And it all blends together into a perfect, it's magic. Alchemy. And so yes, this right here is a man. This right here is a man who has mastered his shit. So now he's a divine masculine. Right beside him is the empress. This is a woman who has balanced her shit and mastered her shit. They come together as divine counterparts. In this particular reading, like I said, sometimes depending on how it come up in the surrounding cards, it could be just saying that you, collective, one person, has balanced the masculine and feminine energy in you, and it has also mastered the elements. And I want to say too, one thing I was thinking about earlier, a lot of people forget, or they just don't know, because a lot of tarot readers don't say it, but the elements aren't just earth, air, fire, and water. You also have ether. So that's divine masculine and divine feminine. They master all of the elements, including the ether. They balance their lower and higher selves. They balance the masculine and feminine within themselves. Now, moving on. So this might be your divine counterpart, y'all. Queen of Pentacles. You working on your shit. You working on your shit. Focused on your stability. The Queen of Cups. I think, like I said, if you work with this person or they see you at work, I don't know. Yeah, they see you as someone that is stable, but also kind and caring, sweet, loving, generous. Okay. Like I said, I think this is this person that was juggling the idea of you until you said, no, bitch. I think right then and there, they definitely saw your worth. They was like, oh, she'll leave my ass in a second. Wait a minute. She or he might leave my ass in a second. Hold on. Wait. The Hierophant. They could see themselves committing to you traditionally. Marriage. Yeah, Ace of Cups, they might already be in love with you. They want to give you their cup of love, though. Three of Cups, they might want to propose to you. Oh, shit. That's celebrating. The Fool, clean slate, new beginning. Yeah, they want to start over. So, yeah, they want to reunite with you. I think y'all might have already reunited. And now, since you all have reunited, or like I said, it's coming up in the future, they're going to give you their heart. They're gonna go all out this time. They like, look, give me one more chance and I will show you. Ain't no more teeter-tottering. Because like I said, whatever this person had went through is what caused them to want to, like, really observe you and really, like, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Is it worth putting myself out there? You know, you can't blame this person, man. The day and age we live in, you cannot blame a motherfucker for doing that. Because I feel like you be doing, you know, you be, but see, you more quicker with it. You're more quicker with it. That's why I believe you're already ahead in your journey, past this masculine energy. Yeah, you're already ahead. And it as far as your energy as a feminine energy, you were. And when I say masculine and feminine energy, like I said, we embody both, but you know, naturally we tend to be in our natural states of energy. So that's why we have to go through the lessons, because as a female, you're feminine, but you got to learn how to embrace the masculine energy as well. So you might got to go through some tests to get you to learn how to bring in that masculine energy, and then once you do that, you got to learn how to balance the two, alchemy. You know what I'm saying? And so this masculine energy is they want a new beginning. Yeah, they want to start over with you. They don't see nobody else. Seven of Cups. They see everybody else is like frauds, bogus. They're confusing. You know, wishful thinking. It's like, I think in the past this person learned, you know, that all that glitters isn't gold. And I think it wasn't just with love situations. I'm talking about friends, family. I feel like they ended up learning the same lessons you did, but of course, in different capacity. It showed up in different ways in their life. The Magician. You know what I'm saying? I keep saying alchemy. But yeah, these people, and I think that's why they got, dealing with bogus people in the past caused them to go into a manipulative type energy. So they would probably play games, breadcrumb, you know. They ain't trust these people. Yes, Page of Swords. Because what they do is they analyze and observe people, like I was saying, or I was getting to. And all these people showed up to be fakes, frauds, and phonies. And so, he would play games with them. You know, he would manipulate, because he could see that these people weren't right. But, you know, in the past, like I said, he probably was on the player energy, he, she. And so they probably wanted something out the deal, maybe sex. But they gathered all the information that they needed to know about the people to know that, you know, they weren't meant to be in their lives long term. When it came to you, they've gathered enough information. And they thought that they were victorious with you because they thought they had you figured out with the Six of Wands. You know, so they felt victorious for a while, like, yeah, I got collective figured out. But I'm you know, I feel like they probably felt like you were the same type of person. Child, you surprised them, because they not, you know, now they want to come forward, taking action. King of Wands. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. They want to come in with some friendly energy. They want to, you know, they want to mend the friendship. I just heard the world. Knight of Wands. They learned a harsh lesson about being flighty and in and out with you. They learned that you would get the fuck up and leave. Yeah, Queen of Swords, you will cut them the fuck off. They said, oh, wait a minute. I learned that lesson real fucking quick. Yeah, because in the past, Six of goddamn Cups, what they do in the past? Yeah, the sun revealed that they was on they was on some bullshit. And they know it. And then the sun revealed to them that you ain't playing. And so goddamn temperance. They had to come out, and balance things with you because they do not want to lose you. So they 3 of Wands. They had you waiting. I think they waiting for you now. They waiting for you to show up. 4 of Wands. Child. I hope ain't nobody waiting at somebody's house. That's just a side note. That ain't for everybody. That might be for a couple of y'all. I feel like most of y'all, this person don't even know where you live. Like, I mean, they might know, y'all might live in the same city, and they might even know the area. People be lurking on social media and shit, so if you frequent certain places or something, or you mention something, they probably have an idea of what the fuck, if you're on social media. But, yeah, child, 7 of Swords, this could be somebody else. Beware, somebody could be waiting, lurking outside your home. I don't like that shit. Lord. Ace of Swords. They want to talk to you. They want to speak some truth. Also say just be aware and be careful, because this could be somebody, trying to ROB. Trying to ROB with a BLADE or a KNIFE. That's just a side note. Like I said, that ain't for all of y'all. That's for a couple of y'all. Just watch yourself. I don't know who the fuck y'all dealing with, but this is the past. That's the past person. Now the past person I was seeing before, for most of y'all, wouldn't physically harm you. Now, and it looked like I said, they tore up, going through something about another situation. So they don't even look like they got time to even be acting like that to be ready to go to jail for some shit like that. But yeah, some of y'all have dealt with some wild ass people in the past. I feel like y'all are protected, but you just watch yourself. Watch yourself. And I would advise that you might want to tell a motherfucker, hey, now it's not the time nor the place. You know what? I will call you. We can meet up. Get the fuck off my property, like, now. Like, before I call the authorities. But I don't feel like you should have to say all of that for the couple of y'all that I'm picking up. But I don't know. I can't tell you. I ain't get the details on that anyway. 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. It could be somebody that you had a long-term commitment with, a baby dad or something. So yeah, for a few of y'all that's dealing with a crazy ex that y'all might have had children with, or at least had some pets, and y'all had a long-term something going on. Yeah, Knight of Swords, this person might come in very fucking reckless, and watch yourself, because I don't like how that energy is showing up, because somebody look like they sneaking around your house. What the fuck? They waiting for you. They hiding in the bushes. Child, I just heard. They do want to speak some truth, though. But it might startle you. Yeah, I don't feel like they gonna hurt you, but it's gonna make you be like, yo. It's gonna make you think like, do I need a restraining order? What the fuck? I feel like you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be startled, then pissed, then impatient like a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck do you want? You get me? Okay, we talk about this another time. But anyway, whatever. They want to speak their truth. Strength. And it might take some sort of strength, because I think they might gonna lay it on thick, child. They gonna lay it on thick. But the Tower, we're getting back to the overall energy. It's going to take some strength due to a Tower. Like I said, I feel like this Tower is something they're going through because of what they have realized. They realize that you've moved on for real. You ain't coming back. And they just might see you. If this other newer person can get it together, y'all just might end up together. And this person might flip out. Either way, they gonna feel defeated. Left out in the cold. Cause you done moved on. I feel like they feel like that anyway. I feel like them finding out you with another person whenever that happens is just the icing on the motherfucking cake and the cherry on top. Six of Pentacles, because they thought you would always be codependent to them. Like I said, you would always want them, blah, blah, blah. But you got them blocked. And that's probably why they would want to show up around your home. Lord have mercy. Because you got them blocked. I think you got them blocked. You got them blocked on everything. You got them blocked on all of the social medias. You got them blocked on the phone. You got them blocked on the Cash App. You don't even want to step, don't send me no money, don't send me no nothing. Just, I don't want your energy near me. Man. You know that's crazy when you block a motherfucker on Cash App. Well, this motherfucker won't go send you no money anyway, other than to try to get your attention, to get you to speak to them. But they won't send him money at first. What were they? If they was, child. If they was, okay. But but like, again, whoever this resonates for, this is someone who actually had a situation already. They're already in a situation before they met you. So if they was given to you on the Cash App, they couldn't give you with so much. And if they did, it was short-lived. It looked like they had a whole house and family to take care of. So 3 more cards as popped out as I was shuffling. You got the Moon, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Something's hidden, but somebody look like they finna scam, scheme, or plot, or manipulate a way to get some money because they broke. Meanwhile, they gonna want to temper things out with you because they see you got some abundance. But in the past, you was like, hell no. And like I said, also, this is the newer person wanted to balance things out because they see what the fuck they went wrong in the past. And they see that you will cut them the fuck off. And, yeah. It broke their heart. Just the thought of you leaving them broke their heart. And when they felt you pull your energy away, they freaked the fuck out. Now they have made a judgment. And the judgment is, if you go off and ride into the sunset, whether if it's on your goddamn own or with someone else, on that chariot, not only will they feel defeated, of course, their ego gonna be hurt, but they're gonna be heartbroken because they see you as adding to their 10 of cups. And they don't want to be regretful. They don't want to be sad and looking crazy. Because you ended up being the one that got away. So, with that being said, this is the end of this reading. Until next time. 1 love.